Hey guys, welcome back to the Trusted Advisor. And I'm Wayne Gill, your trusted advisor, standing as usual in front of the chalkboard. Good to see you guys. Well, today I want to talk to you about you are one conversation away from success. You're one conversation away from your goal. It's your one connection, one person you know, one neighbor, one colleague at work, one person you didn't think of away from whatever you're looking for. And I want you to think of it like this, right? If you were in a mall or somewhere, typically there's a map of the mall. I know we don't go to malls that much anymore, but some of you folks still go to the mall. And that mall map, it always says something like, you are here. So you are here. So that tells you exactly where you are vis-a-vis, right? Or in relation to where you're trying to get to, whatever store you're looking for. So in this case, I'm saying you're one conversation away from that store or that end goal, right? And that goal may be over here. I'm just going to call it goal. You fill in the blank. It could mean a lot of things that you're trying to do, that you're trying to accomplish, that you're trying to get done. And I want you to know that you're literally just one conversation away from that goal. One connection from the person who could make that goal a reality. So if I were to make a little graphic for you, I would say, you are here and you need to get there. And maybe underneath you, right? I'm a great artist, aren't I? These are supposed to be like choppy waters, right? So these are the choppy waters that are under you. So you're like, wow, how am I going to get over there? Obviously, if you're at the mall, you just got to walk over there or get there. But maybe your goal is a little harder than a walk in the mall. So how do I get from here to there? Well, typically the bridge from where you are to where you'd like to go consists of more excellent drawings, a person, right? Or maybe a few people on that bridge that can give you a hand to get to your ultimate goal. If you're going to make this principle work for you, what are you going to do? How are you going to make this actually work for you? Well, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to talk to your, and I'm going to call it power base. I'm borrowing that term, power base, but let's define it as your power base are the people who already know, like, and trust you. These are your friends, your family, your colleagues, people who you're at the PTA club with, or Little League, or whatever it may be. These are people who know you already, they like you and trust you. But here's part of the problem. They can't help you get to this goal that you're trying to get to because you're not talking to them. You're not communicating with them. You're not telling them where you're trying to go. You're not having conversations. And you've got to have more conversations beginning with the people you know. Start having more conversations. I promise you, if you'll have some conversations, it's going to lead to some good things. And I actually wrote a blog post about this in my newsletter, The Trusted Advisor. I'll put links in the comments. You can go read about my particular story about that, about how one conversation led to a life-changing moment in my life. But you can do the same thing. So start talking to the people you know, your friends, your family, your colleagues, those people who you don't have to win over with savvy marketing tactics, right? Start talking to them. So that's number one. Number two is you've got to take action. In the movie sets, they say lights, camera, and then action. You got to get into action. I remember years ago, I was running a law firm, and I happened to be working late one night, and I had CBS Market Watch was up on the screen of my computer. And as I was watching CBS Market Watch, it showed me that a company that was a vendor, one of my clients, was going out of business. Now this vendor owed my client a significant amount of money. So when I'm sitting there in real time, this is like maybe 7 p.m. in the evening, I was working late one night, and I see this on the CBS Market Watch. I'm like, oh no, if they go out of business, they're not gonna be able to pay my client back. So you know what I did? I took action. It was 7 p.m. at night, but I didn't wait until tomorrow morning to make the phone call. I picked up the phone right then and there, and I called the headquarters of that vendor. I just went and looked them up, then Google, found the headquarters, found the number, called, and then guess what? the CFO, the chief financial officer of this was a publicly traded company, actually picked up the phone. The CFO of a publicly traded company picked up the phone, maybe because it was 7 p.m. at night. He wasn't expecting to be called. And I had the conversation. I said, look, I represent so-and-so company. Hey, you guys owe us, a good amount of money. I saw the reports on CBS Market. What's going on? Let's talk. And he and I had a great conversation. You know what? At the end of the conversation, he says, you know what? I'm going to take care of your client. And you know why? Because you called me. Because you called me. Because you picked up the phone and called me directly, right? You had enough moxie or enough courage or whatever it took to pick up the phone and call me. And so I'm going to deal. And he did. He made good on his word. He paid that entire bill. On their way out, while they were liquidating and going out of business, right? So you've got to take action, my friends. And then third, you got to follow up. I'm amazed how many people reach out to me, for example, to give me services. They pitch me all the time, right? I'm on social media. People see my stuff, so they pitch me for their services. Oh, Wayne Gill, I want to provide you with office supplies. Wayne Gill, I want to provide you with marketing. I want to provide you with a virtual assistant. I want to provide you with coaching. I want to provide you with all kinds of things. And in some of those instances, I'm like, oh, I'm not interested. I don't need that service. But some of them I am interested in. And I might hear from that person one time. Or they may call me and we have one conversation, and then I never hear from them again. Now, I'm not a marketing guru, but I believe, you can go look this up, that most marketing experts say it takes between 7 to 12 connections. It could be more nowadays to get someone's attention, to get someone who you've been communicating with to deal with you. 7 to 12 times. So what happens if you talk to the power base, you take some action, but then no one does anything? You got to follow up. You call the first time. Well, you got to call them back. Or if you don't want to be a pest, maybe you've called 3 or 4 times, you haven't gotten anywhere. Hey, send an email. Hit them up on social media. Be creative. Think of a different way to make that conversation happen, because you are literally just one person, one connection, one conversation from whatever your goal is, from whatever it is you're trying to achieve. I hope you enjoyed that, and remember to share this video with someone, like it, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video.